Hey guys, welcome back to Easy Life. Today we continue our Shanghai Masters quarter-final match against Judd Trump, leading by 3 frames to 1. So, let's get into this. So yeah, 4 more frames today hopefully. Okay, potentially 3 more frames you could say, because if we win 6-1, only 3 frames. So yeah, let's get into this. Looking forward to it. So Judd Trump has just done an incredibly attacking, but incredibly good break-off shot, you'd have to say, for frame 5. Check if this red along the cushion goes. I know this is daring, it does go. This is daring. I feel it's the only shot that I can really take on, you know. It's potentially like a frame which I'm forced into losing though, if I don't get this in. So this is a must pot. This isn't for the faint-hearted, most certainly not. This has got everything riding on it, and it hit another red. And he's got the frame at his mercy right here. So, let's see what happens. Let's see what you're going to throw at us. And this would shake up the match a lot if he would take this 5th frame. You know, we've handed him the chance, the golden chance, but there wasn't much else we could have done to stop him getting that golden chance other than to take on an incredibly difficult pot. So he kind of done the damage in the previous episode with that break-off. And this is the result. He's reaping the rewards of it right now. Everything is in the open. You couldn't really say there's much in the way for him. You know, it's all pretty open. Nothing's very safe. So it's just a matter of him potting the balls and us leaping at the chance if we get in. Because these balls are, well, they're there for the taking. There's not very many safe ones, and by the time he gets to the safe ones, you'd think the frame would be well and truly won by that point. Like, yeah. Unless he runs out of position, but we're asking a lot there, potentially. Again, he's on the yellow. Yeah. Sure he's on a red, yeah, of course he is. Yeah. He's on the blue, back in prime position. Oh. Potential banana skin here. If that red below the black doesn't, if the red near the black doesn't go, which it does, so no banana skin. They always take time on the tight shots. Maybe it's like they're making it so that they do go when they really don't, I don't know. But that would be cheating. I don't think that happens. I'd like to think it doesn't happen. Who knows? Well, he's built up a very handy lead here. 46 points now. It's on a bulk colour. Yeah, takes the brown. Screws back for one of these reds. Red goes in. Judd Trump is in absolutely devastating form. Last couple frames, you know. Giving him that chance proved to be absolutely lethal in the last frame, and for this frame as well. This blue right here would secure him the 5th frame. Let's not talk about the 6th frame. The 6th frame's up next. Need to win that one to stay in front, really. And let's see if he can get this red in. He does get it in. Yeah. Oh, is he going to get on a red here? Yeah, he is. So I concede the frame, and we lead still by 3 frames to 2. Right, our turn to break off in this frame. So we got some hope in this frame, in other words. Dictate the frame. That first shot. Judd Trump's first shot pretty much dictated that last frame. Pretty much won him the frame, you know, opened up that chance, which, you know, I didn't really know how to counter it other than to go for an attacking pot. Maybe you could say I should have been a bit more defensive, but I didn't really see much else on, you know, even if I was defensive. Safety shot's boring enough anyway, and even if I do play a safety shot, I'm probably still going to leave someone on, so I might as well, at that point, just go for a pot. That's what I did. Cost me the frame, but the rest is history now. you know, that frame's history. We can't change it. It is what it is. What we can do is focus on this break. I did check the difficulty. It is on hard. So we're not being given an easy ride. We genuinely played well to get 3-0 up.
No real problem here.
Played the cannon into the brown.
3. This is really tricky. What a great shot that is. And the cue ball is finished very nicely. 4.
Hit the power bar very well there.
8.
It's checking that red at the back goes. This is kind of the most shallow angle I could really find. I mean, it's still quite an angle. Still pretty thin, gotta say. So yeah, first priority is the pot and not foul. Getting a good cannon's almost a bonus here. Got the pot, no foul. And no, the cannon's not very good, so. Oh my god, I just left the easiest red in the world.
I'm not sure what happened there, but it's a poor result.
This match has just turned against me. Last few frames. Oh, I didn't. That wasn't the easy red either. That's really rubbing it in your face. The fact that he takes a difficult red and gets it. So you'd think here he's got a good chance for 3-3.
8. 13. 14. 19. 20. 25. 30.
According to my calculations, you can actually win the frame without needing those two awkward reds beneath the black.
31.
But he's only got 1 point to play with now, having taken that blue. And now he will need one of those awkward reds
37.
at least. Oh,
38.
keeps playing up for blue, which is good because he's removing his points. He's losing points like that.
43.
The lower the value colours he takes, the better, and he's having to do lots of work with the cue ball up the table, which is, more chance of him slipping up, and now he's gone to the black, which is not a good thing for us at all.
51.
Now, is he going to be able to get to these two reds? Or are we going to be given another chance in this frame to play a shot? He's got the angle to go into them, I'll tell you that.
59.
And he has done, but he's snookered himself.
Judd Trump, 59.
Decent safety. Okay, I've knocked the reds a bit awkward, but shouldn't matter too much. I think that's the snooker potentially. It's not, but got to be careful on this shot.
It looks like he's trying to get the cue ball tight on the cushion here.
Oh dear. Knocked that red out and I've left it on. If this bounces, it has. That's on. It's the frame. Well, comeback complete. We now got to turn it on. Really, we have. What's his break off like? It's pretty solid, I have to say.
This really is tricky.
Going for this full-blooded. That was very full-blooded. This is giving me vibes of the Robertson match, taking silly shots and it's costing me and every silly shot I take is costing me a frame. Then it was manageable because there were a lot of frames, but it cost me a lot of frames. It cost me about 6 or 7 frames probably, taking on silly shots.
3.
Or misses, Judd Trump, with all intent you'd think he'd be going in front now. I've completely squandered this lead. I've completely thrown this match away at the moment. I really need to stop the rot because he's certainly not going to stop it. I think this is a cannon. It's a potential cannon if he takes it on. I don't see him turning it down, but if he does go for the cannon, I don't see him getting onto a colour either, so part of me does see him turning it down. Unless that red at the top of the pack goes. In which case, it did go, yeah, that was my fear. That red did pop, the one at the top of the pack. And so, we're screwed. And so now I'm quaking in my boots, now I'm getting agitated. Now I'm getting visibly frustrated. Like my muscles are starting to just tense up. Just getting frustrated. Like, this is getting annoying now. Because I know I've squandered this match. I know I've squandered the lead. At 3-0 I was saying, let's give him a chance. Come on. Let's see. Let's root for him. And now I'm regretting that. I knew I'd regret it if he got back into this. Because now he's going to go smack into these. Well, so I was wrong. He's going to take this red down the rail, isn't he? I highly doubt he'll turn it down. Yeah. I only see one more shot in this break though.
42. Judd Trump, 42.
Now, How's our long potting? Our long potting in this match has been second to none so far. And if there's ever a time to pull off a good long pot, this is it. Oh, I've missed one.
Not quite close enough.
I've missed it. That's actually not the first one I missed in this frame, to be fair. So I missed that one at the very beginning. I don't think that cue ball's travelled far enough, and we've left him a chance. No, we haven't. Well, what a reprieve. That, as you can see, goes right in plain sight. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to take a gamble with this frame. 42 points behind. If this goes in, I could have the frame at my mercy. If this doesn't go in, then I just need to turn it on the next frame.
Half chance here.
Because I don't think, the thing is with the safety, I don't know if I'll get it safe anyway, so. Third long pot of the frame and I got it in. Need a bounce. I'd say that's optimum.
One.
So if ever we wanted a chance, going for the blue, because I think the black spotting's going to cause me all kinds of. I think if the black spots, I'm going to be in all kinds of trouble, which I could do without at the moment. I just want to build back the momentum, stop the rot. That's fine.
Fabulous effort. That's a great ball.
Just want to get some balls in at the moment. Just want to pot a few balls at the moment. Get back into this frame.
Pace is very important. Yeah, played it well. 20.
And this chance was created by that lovely long red.
21.
You know, let's not take any undue risks. I've been pretty reliable around the pink spot in this break. Just checking something.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
Had fears there. I definitely feared the worst there. Feared about missing that then. Don't get me wrong. And I'm sure you felt it too. Oh, that's brilliant. That is 100% glorious as a shot, that is. To bring those two reds out and just... Now I've got a nice easy shot on the black, or what should be a nice easy shot. Just to drop on a red and to respot the black. Beautiful.
35.
And a couple of shots, I'll be in the lead. A few shots time anyway, I don't know about a couple of shots. Not too many. No, not too many shots from being in the lead. 7 points behind. Red and black will do it. take the lead in this 7th frame, and this is a much needed frame really. Still pressure on every ball. This is a pressure shot, this next one. I haven't got the safety net of the middle pocket, or have I? I don't know. Obviously I would have preferred to have been playing this from playing the pink, because less chance of being snookered.
This is an impressive comeback in this frame. Great opportunity, and this will be a real confidence booster if you can win the frame from here. 43.
This will hopefully knock Judd's confidence. For some reason I keep thinking it's Selby. For some reason in my head I keep thinking it's Selby we're playing. I don't know why. I keep thinking of him as Mark Selby. Then it comes to my attention. Selby is one player we have not met on this career mode yet. And that probably is for the better with my safety game. We all know how rubbish my safety is. Then we all know how good Selby's safety is. Snooker player yesterday in the commentary box. It was a snooker player, an actual player on the tour. I think it's Hallworth or Peter Lyons or something.
49.
Someone in the commentary box on Championship League. They were talking about safety play on Sean Murphy and Jamie Jones' scrappy 2nd frame. I didn't see the 3rd and 4th one. I don't know what happened in those because the programme cut off on the channel that I was watching it on, Free Sports, which is somewhere in the 400 channels, I think, 422. Yeah, it cut off basically, but yeah, Murphy and Jones, one of the commentators goes, yeah, and no one likes these scrappy frames, you know, scrappy frames, there's a real discipline with it, and then out of nowhere they were just like, yeah, Selby's the best at it. I was just like, yeah, bold statement, but very accurate. Selby's the best at it. He kind of is the best safety player. I don't think many players, many fans would object to the fact that Selby's probably the best tactician out there. I think Mark Selby's highly renowned for his safety play, but he's a very good break builder too. Ronnie O'Sullivan, I feel, is heavily underrated in the safety department. Oof, that gave me goosebumps, if you like. But yeah, I think Ronnie O'Sullivan's only ever thought of by people as a break builder and not a safety player, and his safety play is as good as anyone's. Is as good as anyone on his best. You know, O'Sullivan can play safety. He's not to be underestimated, and that by the way seals the deal. It's just a slightly nervous end to the frame, but you know, I feel that was a really good clearance. You know, under pressure. Well, I certainly felt pressured in that clearance. Yep, that increases the snookers required by about 10 penalty points.
69.
This by another dozen, if it goes in. Though I doubt Trump will come back. I keep thinking it's Selby. I was even like in my head, I doubt Selby will come back, but then again it is Selby who comes back for a lot of snookers. But it's not Selby. I'm not playing Selby. I'm playing Trump. Why don't I understand it? There's a difference between Selby and Trump. Selby's won the World Championship lots of times. He's won it 4 times. This guy's only won it once. Judd Trump has only won 3 Triple Crown titles since 2005, as people in the YouTube comment section will tell you. But let's not go into that. If you want to see what I'm talking about, just go onto a video on the World Snooker Tour channel. I'm sure you'll see loads of comments from people about Judd Trump not being very good versus Ronnie O'Sullivan not being very good, and they're really passionate about the way they write it, and they really laugh. And these people obviously hate Ronnie O'Sullivan. They're like, ha ha, Ronnie lost, what a rubbish player. And then there are people who are the opposite, Judd and Selby, ha, what rubbish players, Judd's so rubbish, he's only won 3 Triple Crown titles in 15 years or something. But I'm not saying this or anything, I'm not saying they're rubbish, but this is just what people say. And it's not just they say it once, they literally comment these comments on every videos, using roughly words from the same pool. Like they use the same selection of words each time. It feels like they have a very limited vocabulary of words when they make these comments. But they never really write like the same word for word thing, but they write things with the similar, their word bank is very limited basically. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like if their word bank was the entirety, Like, if their dictionary was all that they... Like, if their word bank, the only words that they ever used was the words that they use in those comments, it would be very limited. Like, they use very, very similar words each time. And it's not just one person, it's a lot of them. Like, over the last few days, I've just had a theory in my head that perhaps it's one person writing all these comments with just different account names. But I don't know. Let's not go into it. It's probably a bit controversial. You know that it would probably not be a very good thing if they found my videos. So, you know. Or if they found Captain Goodspeed's videos, you know, they do not like Ronnie O'Sullivan. Sorry, some people hate Ronnie O'Sullivan, love Judd Trump and Mark Selby, and then there's the opposite, hate Judd Trump and Mark Selby, they love Ronnie O'Sullivan like he's their favourite thing. Oh my god, he wasn't on a red? Like, personally, I don't fall into a category that's as extreme as them. Like, they're right on the extremes of hate and love for these players, the way they talk. But I'd personally fit into the category of O'Sullivan's my favourite player, and I definitely do not like Selby and Trump. Like, I'm not, no offence to them, but I do not enjoy watching Mark Selby and Judd Trump play. Like, at all. Like, to be fair, I don't think, judging by the YouTube comment section, Mark Selby doesn't have a lot of fans, but I'm sure he does somewhere. And like, I just think it's that they don't, maybe it's because of his safety play, and people don't like watching loads of safety. They'd rather watch a century break than a scrappy frame, and I don't think that that's unreasonable. I think when you think of snooker, you don't think of scrappy frames. You think of century breaks and clean potting. When you think of the professionals, snooker players, you don't think of just winning off scraps, winning off your opponent's errors. You think about flying to the finish line. You know, the commentators on Murphy's match that I was watching last night, they were saying, I don't think Murphy would have dreamt of playing this frame last night. But it is what it is, you just got to play these frames. They are what they are. And that's really the thing with scrappy frames, that's the whole deal. They are what they are, just deal with them, no one likes them. Well, some people like them. They can be interesting to watch, but they are a drag as well. Like, if I had it pre-recorded, most of these Championship League matches I'm watching on record. Like, they record at 5 o'clock, but I just watch them in the evenings at like 10 o'clock. So, you know, I just forward out the boring frames. Like, I forward out the boring matches as well, to be fair. Like, the match of the players that I'm not interested in that group. Like, the only significance that they hold in that group is the points. Like, I'm not actually bothered about them going through. Like, I'm not saying not being offensive to them, but they're just not the most exciting players in that group. Like yesterday's group, the Jamie Jones, Sean Murphy group, I was interested in Jamie Jones going through. I wasn't too interested in Chen Zifan or Michael Colomb going through. Yeah, it would have been nice for them to get some points or money out of it, but I wasn't bothered about them. Yeah, Dave Endham was just like, that's a great shot, but Neil Founds has just said, not good position. I don't think it is good position at all. I think that's a pretty poor positional shot, really. I just think I trust it to luck. I can't quite remember what I'd played there. I mean, that's pretty poor, really, for me, for position. Yes, I suppose I could play this cut in theory. We all know how these shots along the cushion go. For me, as in this episode. So what do we do? Do I just roll up and hope not to leave one? I think I've hit that as light as I can. And if I leave one, then I'm unlucky. I think I got away with it, so I'll take it. Yeah? Yeah, has he left something? Don't look like it. Yeah, no, yeah. So 2 points in the lead we are in this frame, this 8th frame, last frame of today's episode. Hope you're enjoying this new season. New season 2. I think this is part 5.
Well, that's not worked out quite as intended.
It's not worked out quite as I intended to, apparently. Well, I didn't think he'd go for that, because I wouldn't have. Or maybe I would have if it suited me in that situation. I think I probably would have. I didn't go for it when I had the chance because it was just way too thin for my liking. I think he'll go for this black. I don't see him turning it down now. Yeah, turned it down. It's a very, very awkward table though, so I don't see him making too much. Well, I suppose there are quite a lot of open reds. You know, 4 or 5 open reds. I'm sure he can get, well, with 5 open reds, he can get into the 80s. No, you can get into the 70s from here. So yeah, he's got a good chance actually. But not taking the blue is going to tarnish it. Taking the blue is going to tarnish his chances of getting to the 70s. I'll tell you that.
22.
Does he take the red into the green pocket, or does he take the red in the middle of the table? No, he doesn't take either. He takes that red down the rail with the rest. He's got as red as easy as he'd like it. Just gonna blast the brown around the table, I think. No, he's just tapped it and getting off. I think that's end of break coming up. Unless he pulls out a very long pot here. Yeah, he did attempt it, but hasn't gone in. Attempt and success are 2 different things. We don't mind seeing attempts. We don't like seeing players. We don't like seeing our opponents succeed though. The more mistakes they make, the better for us, the more chances we'll have. Now what do I do here? Do I go for this black? Tried to screw it back for a red here. Tried to screw it back for this red. I haven't really got onto it, but I have got onto another red, so I'll take that. I'm glad I just potted the black, you know. Playing it with so much spin is definitely a risk.
Tricky pot along the cushion here. Magnificent pot. 9.
Well, David Hendon's happy. Happy Hendon. Now that is a good Horrid Henry alliteration right there. Happy Hendon.
A big casual there. He'll be annoyed with that.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. It's trusting to luck, but oh my god. Could they be more dead set for a plant if I wanted them to? Flippin' heck. This is risky though. Perhaps too close for comfort, I don't know. Well look, we're 19 behind. Nah. That's too big an ask. Trying to nestle that, isn't it? Yeah. Trying to get that in. So I think I'm just gonna tuck up. Played a very poor shot there. And I've left him an angle to cannon these. This is an that is absolutely abysmal from me. Well, it's going to be 4 apiece because that was an absolutely atrocious shot. Well, what a disappointing end to the episode. And there you see it. We go into the next frame, even Steven, 4-4. Well, we're lucky we took 1 out of that. And there is Judd Trump's break-off. Has he left us anything? Well, yes, he has this time. But this, boy, that's far from easy. But I feel confident. But sorry, guys, for next time. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this. If you do, make sure to leave a like down below. It really helps me out. Subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.